evening everybody, I hope you're all well. It's a very late one tonight because it's about 10 o'clock and I thought I'd just do a little quick video giving my reaction to the fact that Lionel Messi has won his 7th Ballon D'Or. Just saying those words, that he's won 7, which is the most in its history, and the fact that this is the most prestigious award for an individual performance by a football player over the past 12 months as it goes on yearly. It's just astonishing that Messi continues to earn this award, and even though this year I think it might be quite controversial because many would argue that it actually wasn't his greatest year and that in fact Robert Lewandowski was robbed, because I think he is someone who probably should have won it last year, if you ask my honest opinion, because of course it was cancelled due to the coronavirus pandemic. I still don't really know why it was cancelled really, because we've obviously had some ceremonies that have been done via live streams over the past 12 months and I don't know why it didn't really happen, but ultimately Lewandowski would have won that, I think, and maybe he should have won it this time. Lionel Messi is just another level, isn't he? As a player, he's just probably the most naturally gifted football player of all time, and I just think his stats and just what he achieves, and just when you watch him on the ball, it's just absolutely extraordinary. I know there's obviously the debate as well between Lionel Messi versus Cristiano Ronaldo as to who's the best player in the world, who the best player is ever, etc. But I think, to be honest, I'm still very much on the fence because both of them possess such fantastic qualities as players. Messi is the most naturally gifted player, whereas Ronaldo's more the one who's taken risks. But even though this time I would say, as of this year, that Lionel Messi has, even though he hasn't had a choice, of course, because he was pretty much forced to leave Barcelona because of financial reasons, and he joined Paris Saint-Germain and he was aligned with Neymar as a reunion from Barcelona, and Kylian Mbappe, one of the freshest new talents in European football. And I think it was something that was a very difficult thing for him to go into, given how much success he's had at Barcelona. And to be honest, even though he's had a slow start at Paris Saint-Germain, I still think he is someone who can, it's Lionel Messi we're talking about here, and he can progress and he can become even better than he already is. Even at his age, he's 33, 34 now, and he's still going. And like Cristiano Ronaldo, they're not done just yet, and there's still many more years left in him, I'm sure. And he was a worthy winner of the Ballon d'Or. He's won it 7 times. It's just mental. It makes me think that it's like an actor winning 7 Oscars in 11 years. That's pretty much what it is, because there's so much competition out there. But yet, I think Lionel Messi just takes it to a whole new level. It just shows how much of, a higher standard he is compared to everybody else. Although you could argue it could be, a bit more of a popularity thing because, the fact that he's won it again for a 7th time, and all the other players may have deserved it more, having had other further recognitions, and not to mention he's won it 7 times. He's probably tired of getting on stage and getting the awards. So, and I think it's something that he did deserve in the end, but ultimately other players did as well. Speaking of those players, Robert Lewandowski, of course, got 2nd place, and honestly, I think his stats speak. And speaking of those players, Robert Lewandowski, of course, Polish player who plays for Bayern Munich, and his stats just speak for themselves. And as a centre forward, he's definitely among the best in the world. In fact, he probably is the best in the world. And how he scored so many goals despite being in his 30s now. And it's just amazing how he still continues to do it, both for Bayern Munich and for Poland as well. And of course, the other candidates were Jorginho. He had a great season at Chelsea, won the Champions League with them, of course, and he won the Euros with Italy. Even though I think if he actually scored a penalty in the Euro final, I think he would have actually got 2nd place. But because he missed, maybe he was bumped down to 3rd. But, I think people have argued that, what has Jorginho done? He has coincidentally just won the Champions League and he has won the Euros as well in the space of a month. But ultimately, as a centre midfield player, he's brilliant. He's very, very good. I've always rated him at Chelsea. I think he's really, really good. And I think he did deserve the recognition, even though I would argue that maybe some players who were ranked below Jorginho probably deserve to be above him, but ultimately that's just how it was. Number 4, Benzema. Honestly, I think his revival has really, really shone in this past year. He's the main centre forward for Real Madrid, and he got back into the French team for the Euros, even though they didn't do as well as they probably should have done given the players they've got on the pitch. He has been reborn, I think, this year, because he was often overshadowed and he was, living in Gareth Bale's shadow pretty much, and Cristiano Ronaldo's at Real Madrid. And now they've gone, he's kind of got his own stance in the team now, and he's scoring goals and everything. He's a great player, and I'm glad he was a close candidate for the award, but it's just a shame he didn't get top 3. And N'Golo Kanté, his journey is just extraordinary, because the fact that he joined Leicester, he won the Premier League with Leicester, and then he joined Chelsea, and he's since won the Premier League again. He's won the FA Cup, he's won the Champions League, he's won the Europa League, and he's won the World Cup. I think the thing with Kanté, I find, is that he's very quiet in the press. You don't really hear him speak a lot, but that isn't such a bad thing, because he's quite subtle, and it's something that's, it doesn't matter how much people speak. It's more about what they do on the pitch, and that's exactly what Kanté is as a player, and I do really think he's had such a fantastic career. He's a Leicester legend and he's a Chelsea legend as well, and we look forward to seeing what he does in the next 12 months. So what did you think of the Ballon d'Or winner? Do you think Lionel Messi deserved it? Was Robert Lewandowski robbed? Or do you think it should have been somebody else? Let me know in the comments below anyway, and I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, then please hit the like button and subscribe for more, and have a notification bell tick so you're notified when I upload a new video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, everybody.